Welcome to this 10-minute beginner yoga class with me. Hi, my name is An, and I'm so happy that you are here. In this class, we are flowing through some standing and sitting postures so you can get familiar with them and feel good. So once you're ready, let's get started standing at the top of our mat. Feet hip width distance, rolling your shoulders back, opening your arms. In Tadasana, find a very strong and steady stance here. Start grounding yourself and take a deep inhale in. Exhale out. Arrive here. Feel into your body. And then once you're ready, with your next inhale, let's raise our arms up over our head. And exhale, we're grabbing our left wrist with our right hand, bending over towards the right. Inhale, center, and exhale, switch sides, bending over towards the left. We're doing the same thing with arms, so bending over to our right, stepping our left foot behind us to deepen the stretch. And then inhale, coming back to center and switching sides, bending over towards the left, stepping the right foot behind us. Inhale, center, grow tall and long. And then exhale, circling our arms down, bowing forward, coming into your standing forward folds. You can start pedaling out your legs here, generously bending in one knee and then the other, warming up our hamstrings. And then inhale to halfway lift, lengthening the spine, looking up. And then exhale, planting the hands down, bending the knees and stepping back into our low lunge. We're going to flow through a variation of Surya Namaskar. So you can stay in low lunge, placing your hands at heart center, just really arriving here, feeling into this nice hip opening stretch. Stay focused. You can also always leave the hands on the mat. And then once you're ready, plant them back down. And we are stepping back into downward facing dog. Placing the left leg next to the right, and here again you can paddle out the feet. It's not about how posture looks but how it feels, so try not to be too hard on yourself. And then we're going to bring knees, chest and chin, or just coming down all the way to the mat. And with our inhale, we're finding a slight back bend here, mini cobra. Just lift up as far as you can go. Exhale, release. And then tuck back onto your toes. You can press back into a child's pose, or if you're ready, coming back into downward facing dog. Very nice. We're staying here. Or if you're ready, you can start walking the feet forward to the top of the mat, landing in your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. And then inhale, rise back up, raising the arms back up overhead. Exhale, circling that back down, Tadasana or mountain pose at the top of the mat. Next, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. We're doing the same thing on the other side. So inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine. And then exhale, plant the hands down, and this time stepping our left foot back, coming into our low lunge on the other side. Again, different options, arm variations. You can keep the arms overhead, hands at heart center, or on your top knee, or on the floor. Just start feeling into the stretch on this side, sinking in. And then once you're ready, you can plant the hands back down, and we're going to step back into our downward facing dog or a child's pose. Eventually, with our next inhale, we're rolling forward, bringing knees and our upper body down. And then with our next inhale, we're coming into a mini cobra, slight back bend here. And then exhale, either a child's pose or a downward facing dog. Nicely done. We're going to stay here, pedaling out the legs or finding stillness. See what might happen if you shift your weight around here a little bit. This practice is all about getting familiar with the poses, how your body feels in them. So really use the time that you got. And once you're ready, with your next inhale, we're lifting our right leg up. Just go as far as feels good in your body. And then exhale, or stepping a right foot forward. You can take many small steps here or one big step in between the hands. And then really engage the legs as you come up into your high lunge, your variation of Virabhadrasana 1, so Warrior 1. And you can also shorten the stance as I'm showing here and grounding down your foot at a 45-degree angle, whatever feels better in your body. I prefer the high lunge version. And then raise your arms up, really engage your entire body here, sink deep into your front leg, roughly 45 degrees, but again, it's not so much about how it looks, but how it feels. And then with your exhale, we're opening up to Warrior 2, spinning to the side, arms stretched in either direction, gaze over the front top right hand, and your front right knee stays bent. Really strong pose here. Inhale to open the arms overhead, and exhale to sink deep. Inhale, we're straightening the front leg, exhale, sink back in. And then we're windmilling the hands back down, and we're stepping back, bringing knees, chest, chin, or the entire upper body down. And we're coming into Sphinx pose, so our hands on the mat or elbows underneath our shoulders. Slight back bend here, trying to roll the shoulders back, opening up the upper body here. Really nice stretch. And then eventually planting the hands back underneath our shoulders and press back into downward facing dog or child's pose. And guess what? We're going to do the same mini flow sequence on the other side. So inhale, left leg rises as far as we'll go, and then either many little steps or one big step in between the hands. Find your stance here, and then inhale, lift up into high lunge or Warrior 1 with the back foot grounded as I'm showing here, whatever you prefer. Arms stay overhead, gaze ahead of you. Really strong warrior here, engage the entire body. You can also interlace the hands, maybe look up if you want to challenge your balance. And then with your next exhale, let go of the hands, and we're opening up to Warrior 2. Front left knee stays bent, really sink in here, relax your shoulders. Look up over the front hand. And then you can also obviously stay here. Breathe. Or do the same thing we did on the other side with straightening and bending the front leg. Before circling the hands down and stepping back. Bringing knees down, and we're landing in a tabletop position here. So knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. And we're going to move through a few cat-cows. So on your inhale, you're going to look up, drop the belly. And then exhale, rounding the spine like a cat, look towards your navel. If you like this at your own pace, make them feel good. And then eventually widening the knees maybe a little bit. We're just gonna bring the hips to our heels, sink down into Balasana or child's pose. Relax here, sink in, and enjoy this very gentle stretch. You can stay here as long as you like, or if you're ready, we're gonna come back up, find an easy seat on our mat, maybe one chin crossed in front of the other. And then we're gonna twist over towards our right side, maybe looking over our right shoulder, left hand at right knee. Inhale back to center, and exhale, twisting over towards the other side. Gently coming back to center, staying for a moment, and now for probably the hardest part, we're going to find about a minute of stillness. Maybe close down the eyes and just see what comes up in your body, see how your body is responding and feeling to this movement of today's class. And if thoughts want to come up, let them come up, and just be in the present in this very experience. start by bringing back some gentle movements into your body. Maybe drawing some neck circles or moving your fingertips, your shoulders, whatever feels good. And let's draw the hands together at heart center to finish this practice together in gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me today for this flow. Sending you so much love, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.